Sound production.
Good evening, gentlemen. It is your boy, Sir Yeetus, and welcome to episode 187 of Yeetus' Thoughts. Gentlemen, I know you already heard me before talk about this topic, but I really need to emphasize the importance of the silence that men are going through in 2022. I had a friend tell me this morning while I was, eating my 6 eggs right after my workout, getting them gains in my upper body. He says that at work yesterday, he got shot down immediately by a couple of his male coworkers and a few female coworkers when they were having a conversation when it came to uh, marriage, right? And my friend said, okay, what if, that man just wanted to stay single? What if he doesn't want to get married? There's too many marriages out there ending, and majority of it is a woman's fault because she's not happy. Immediately he got attacked from all sides, left and right. It was not cool. But he handled it. He handled it pretty well. Now he didn't break down crying. "Oh, you guys are so mean." He stood his ground and he immediately got shot down speaking on men's behalf. Right. And here's what I'm talking about when it comes to men truly do not have a voice in 2022 in the West. Okay. What I mean by men don't have a voice, we are consistently getting criticized, demonized, ridiculed on various platforms and media outlets to the point where we literally had to tiptoe. We literally have to be careful with our verbal usage, be careful with our phrases, be careful on how we critique things, in fears of being attacked by the feminists or radical left. We literally have to tiptoe all the gentlemen. I say this countless times. If you want to know who's truly in charge, truly in power, look at the group of people that society is too afraid to criticize, too afraid to judge. Because if that's the case, if men truly did have a voice, a lot of us would not be talking uh without avatars and stuff. We wouldn't mind showing our faces. But we already know if we speak too much facts out here, there's people out there that will go out of their way to make sure that you're completely silent, or they'll make it personal, try to ruin your life. This is what I'm talking about, gentlemen, and I will go into detail about it very soon. Let me talk to you guys real quick. I see you guys are spamming all the mushroom emojis. I still think mushrooms are gross. Just put it out there. Hey, go sure what's going on. Sergeant Grinch, I know you're back. Super Turbo, Death Shark, back as well. Terrak Nor, what's going on? Revan, Dalek, Lego, once again. You're the one that started the mushroom thing. Thank you. I'm still not going to eat them. And of course, Hermit's here. Did I miss anybody else? No, I think, no, here you go. Rusty Shackleford. Good evening, Yeetus. Yes, good evening right back at you. It's a good evening indeed. All hail the Skeleton King. Oh, I wish that was the case. I'll bring back so many people from the dead if that was possible. Dalek, thoughts or thoughts? Thoughts. We ain't out here pressing on thoughts. All right, they do it on their own. We just point it out. Okay. do. The Sacred Y, what's going on? Keep them games up, Brutus. Good pecs. Alpha Space Monkey, left alone, no chest. Simp ass gets put to work. True. What's going on, GP man? Social, societal. So I can't say it, but hey, I feel like I'm behind enemy lines in my own country. Hey, same here, man. Same here. Well, you are literally going to be demonized for being a conservative or having conservative values. You don't even have to identify as a party. Do. Hey, Sir Yeetus, I shit you not. Rishi said the N word last night. Well, I gotta watch the stream to see what context it was. I'm pretty sure it was all in good fun, right? Not in some derogatory sense. Oh, and I'll mention something like that in the stream as well, because I still forgot I needed to address the video that I made last week. A lot of people, you guys got a little, I rustled your jimmies. Hermit. So I see a video that said Fight Club was trying to point out the war on masculinity. What do you think? I personally, I will definitely get on that very soon, gentlemen. Very soon, because that's pretty much what's going on. That's literally there is no hiding behind it whatsoever. Anytime a group of men get together, there's always male feminists or just women that just don't like that shit whatsoever, and they infiltrate the place. And they just want to fuck it up. If they don't want to fuck it up, they at least want to go in there and try to change definitions and terms to make themselves look a lot better than they should be. Right? I'm sure you guys heard about the recent situation with Femme Sapien, right? As soon as she hit the 100K mark, right? Because I'm pretty sure she has 100,000 subs, regurgitating the exact same things that we've been saying for years. All of a sudden, oh, I'm not red pill anymore. I'm not red pill. Red pill is horrible. I'm going my own way. I outgrown the red pill. It's a story as old as time on YouTube. Plenty of channels have done this before. I'm sure it's not going to be the last. Of gentlemen, it's one thing if you say that you don't identify yourself with ideology. That's one thing. But to turn around and talk shit about the very same ideology that you were riding on the entire time to get where you're at currently, then you just turn around and talk shit. Come on. Come on. I'm not really. I'm shit. I'm not making a big deal because it's femme sapien, right? Females do that. Females, they tend to not stick with one ideology and put their foot down on it. They will change the goalposts. They will change their narrative however they please, right? And justify it somehow. So I wanted to point out with something like that. I don't know when these Sims will learn. You know, why not listen to the actual group of people that can relate to your problems, right? Because I'm a man, you're a man, we're both men. How about come listen to people that actually gives a fuck, right? I'm not saying there isn't no male grifters either. We already point out a few male grifters, but overall, there's plenty of channels that truly gives a damn and truly tries to give solid advice. But just because right, it's a woman, right? Nice ass, nice cleavage, nice titties, all that stuff, saying the exact same thing we've been saying, they get skyrocketed to the moon. How is that not men not having a voice? Because I guarantee you, if there wasn't any unbiased shit going on, if there was no unbiased shit going on, my channel will be at least at 50K subs. Hammerhand will at least be at 500K subs. Under Chronic around there as well, etc. But since we're men, right? Since we're men, anything we say just automatically comes out as misogynistic, patriarchy. Oh, you Neanderthal! How dare you speak against our 304 phase? How dare you speak? You're a man. But as soon as a little girl come up into our space saying the exact same thing, she's the savior of society. She is the next big thing. See that she's the unicorn. She is not like the rest of these women, like Red Pill says. She's not like these women, like MGTOW says. Then bam, as soon as she gets that 100K subs, get that silver plaque, she turns around and talks shit about the very same group that she understands so much because I understand you men. And of course, the Simps are going to follow with her, right? Saying, yeah, red pill bad, MGTOW bad, yeah, you're the best. You know what you're talking about. These men, they're just lonely incels. Haha. And it's going to happen over and over and over again, gentlemen. We called this out a long time ago. We called this out a long time ago. I'm not the only one that was speaking on this. Hammerhand and recently Under Chronic spoke on it. Look out Under Chronic's video on Femme Sapien. She has no idea what the fuck she's talking about when it comes to Red Pill. And somehow, some way, she still made it to 100K subs within a year. Right? They're all just following the blueprint that Roma Army did. Because Roma Army, hey, she's smart about it. She knows there's an endless supply of simps, endless supply that she can leech off on. No matter what, there's always going to be those gullible young men hoping that this woman would defeat the red pill's ideology. Hopefully that this woman proves that blue pill is the way to go. She's saying all the things that men are going through. Yeah, men, we getting cheated so badly. Wait, why do I have to pay $250 an hour for a counseling session? Wait, why is she offering her OnlyFans? Wait, why does she offer her secret Snapchat or secret Instagram account? Crazy, gentlemen. Crazy. Right. And it's all good. Once again, I'm not directly mad at the women that waltz up into our male dominated space and want some attention and money. Fine. Whatever, right? Wherever men go, women will follow. That's never going to change. That's life. It's just the weak men, the weak. I wouldn't even call them men at this point, but you know what? They're men regardless. They're so easily gullible at this point to even fall for this. It's crazy. A shot of whiskey. I'm talking about Femme Sapien. I talked about this like a couple months ago. Hammerhand spoke on this a couple months ago, and recently Under Chronic made a video on it. Like we saw that she was a chameleon from a mile away, but men still fell for it. Because you got to think about it, gentlemen. Think on it. Why else? Why would a woman come into a male dominated space and then just parrot the exact same thing we've been saying for years? Showing the little cleavage, showing some legs on the screen, right? Being all cutesy and shit, proclaiming that they're traditional, right? They're those trad thoughts. And then turns out when you do a little digging, some of them got a couple of divorces, some of them are single mothers, some of them on a bunch of fucking psych meds, etc., etc. But you already know there's way too many simps these days. They don't care. As soon as they hear a woman parrot, "Oh yeah, men are treated so bad. Look at me, I'm traditional." Too easy. She's gonna get skyrocketed to the moon, and then all these simps are gonna go after Red Pill and MGTOW and say, "Oh look, you talk all this mess about modern women, but look at her. Look at Roma Army, okay? Look at Femme Sapien, all right? Look at just pearly teens. All these women clearly disapprove everything you've been talking about all this time." And then they act all shocked and confused when one day, out of nowhere, "Oh, I'm not Red Pill. Red Pill's horrible. Red Pill ain't shit. Manosphere is fucked up. Fuck MGTOW. Fuck Black Pill." It's hilarious. It's like a vicious cycle at this point when it comes to the Manosphere, right? They keep real channels like Minds, Hammerhands, Ribbies, Under Chronic, whatever channels that you know that they won't hold back when it comes to what's really going on in the dating market and society in general. They keep that they suppress those channels. And then bring up channels like Fed to Fraud, right? They're all about that drama, a bunch of drunk 304s that can't even put together a coherent sentence. They can't even think straight because they're too fucked up from the alcohol, right? That's entertainment. Yeah, that's red pill. Yelling at drunk hoes about why women are bad. Like, okay. Or they got a bunch of POAs running around talking about, oh, red pill's trash, red pill's this. Buy my $2,000 course. I could easily get you laid. And once they buy the course, all it says is, yo, just approach her and be confident. That's all you need. Now give me my $2,000. Oh, Hermit, thank you for mentioning that. Thank you for mentioning that. See, that is what solidified of how much of a chameleon she is. She has no idea what the fuck she's talking about. Men have a wall too. Men get old too. Why are men saying that they don't have a wall? Like, how many times do we have to repeat that men and women are not the same? I'm pretty sure it's not that hard to comprehend. Okay. Men and women's walls are different. Okay. What do you mean by different? It means that you're unable to attract certain demographic anymore, right? Women, they want to attract these Greek god Chad and Tyrone's 6 foot, 666. Men, they want to have young, beautiful, attractive women, feminine women. A man's wall is different, okay? A man's wall is when he is unable to get that money, when he's unable to get that respect, when he is unable to get that status, okay? Once he's unable to achieve any of that, that's when he hits the wall. See, but here's the beauty of it. Here's the beauty. Men can always bounce back from the wall, right? Because it's been proven time and time again that he can still get what he wants, even when he's 60, 70, 80 years old. Because guess what? Women's primary focus is not just attractiveness, okay? It's not just attractiveness. It's about also money, power, respect. It's like you can always get that for the rest of your life as a man. When it comes to a woman, men don't give two fucks about power, money, respect, status on a woman. We don't give a fuck about that. All right? Do you still got that hourglass figure? Are you still fertile? Are you still young, attractive enough for me to, you know, slay that puniti? It's all about visual when it comes to a man. That's why we say once a woman hits a certain age, not just for attractiveness, but she's unable to have kids at that point, it's over for her. See, think about it, gentlemen. Women, they start on recruit. No, they start in tutorial mode. Okay. Women's life start in tutorial mode. Everything is handed to them for the most part, just based on how they look, or just because they're a woman. That's it. Just because they exist, things can be handed to them. Boom, easy. But guess what? Women, they only have one shot, one opportunity, right? And if they miss that ball, if they fumble the bag, if they're unable to secure a husband in a certain amount of time, it's over for them. If you don't believe me, wait another 10 years. And you see how many single women crying their asses off on social media and on TV about how they cannot find a man. It's already happening now, but watch it happen tenfold. Give it 10 more years, just 10 more years. But when it comes to a man, our life starts at fucking veteran mode. Okay, I like literally, your life fucking sucks because Until you can prove yourself as something of value, nobody's going to be looking in your direction. But here's the kicker: a man has the chance to do it over and over and over and over and over again until he becomes a man of value. That's our bonus for having a hard life. We have multiple times to go past that wall. A man's wall, we are only contained by the wall if you become unambitious, if you're unable to get respect, if you're unable to get power, if you're unable to get resources. That's when a man hit the wall. But the perk about being a man is you can always bounce back. Always. When it comes to a woman, her life starts literally at tutorial mode. Everything is so easy to her. Easy. But as soon as she hits late 20s and older, whoo, if they don't find that man quick to lock down, they're going to have a very lonely 40 years. But did real femme sapien said that? I fucking doubt it. She didn't say all that. Because she don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Talking about men get old too. Men get old too. Well, no shit, we get old. But do you see all these men of value still lonely when they have power, money, and respect? No, they're still getting bitches. They're still getting bitches until they're on their deathbed, right? I know he's an anomaly, but Hugh Hefner, right? Till his death, he was still getting bitches. Leonardo DiCaprio, for the next 20, 30, 40 years, I don't know how much longer he's going to live, he's still going to get bitches. And he's still going to dump them after they turn 25. That's what a lot of women, they don't want to accept. And that's the thing that's where the communication between men and women just goes out the window. They always think that men and women are the same. We are not. We are not the same. Damn. See? And Dalek, reinvent yourself. Kevin Samuels, right? Even though, he was a, major grifter, he was still, pushing for marriage, which I never will. At least not in the West. I will not push marriage. Nobody even heard of Kevin Samuels like that until he himself reinvented his talking points on how he presented himself to the world. And then bam, just that one day of him having that bold confidence to tell a female you're average at best. Just that one day catapulted him, right? Because of course it's not just about having hard work and having a lot of talent as a man. At times it's just luck as well. You have to be at the right place at the right time. So, oops. Men age like wine, women age like milk. Hey, we all, us men, we know this. We know this, gentlemen. But I guarantee you, if you put that on Femme Sapiens comments, you're gonna get a shit ton of men age like milk too. It's it's crazy. It's crazy. Mr. Pliskin, they're always trying to sell for Pinto Puniti at Lamborghini prices, which it's getting crazy, and it's only going to get worse. And I think me and Hammerhand and Drex, we talked about this on the previous live streams. It's only going to get worse. The more hypergamous women are going to be, the less options she's going to have. The more single men are going to be out there saying like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" And then more men are just going to walk away because they're like, "Whoa, shit! She's asking for a man that's making $1 million. He's 7'9". He has to have a 2-foot schlong. It is going to be some crazy hypergamy in the future, gentlemen, and it's some weird phenomenon. The less men that she can choose from, the crazier her hypergamy will get. Um, shouldn't it get cheaper to get boxed now? Not yet. Not yet. It will, right? Whether we have a economic collapse or even a worse collapse, it'll get cheaper. Don't it's going to happen, right? And like I said before, there's plenty of examples of what is probably to come. One country is Venezuela, and the other country is Ukraine. As soon as something catastrophic happens, all these women's delusional standards are going to get thrown out the window, and then they're going to try to sleep with whoever they fucking can in order to eat that day, in order to feed their kids, right? Similar to what happened in Ukraine. A little over a million or a couple million women fled the country, and they're over there selling themselves in Western Europe, trying to find a boyfriend, trying to find a husband, right? While their old lover, their body's not even cold in the ground. So not yet, but it will very soon. Hey, Radha, what is going on? You are one of the very, very, very few females that are not causing drama in the manosphere. If only other people can take notes, right? uh, okay, but yeah, when it comes to not having a voice, gentlemen, when it comes to not having a voice, it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. Because all these women, and you guys already know this, but I gotta emphasize, all these women have countless outlets to bitch, moan, and complain about men. So many outlets, right? They got movies, they got TV shows, they got talk shows, they got radio shows, they got podcasts, etc. They got the radio, they got their Twitter accounts and their social media accounts. Hell, they can literally go out there in the open, in public, and openly bash men, openly say all men should die. Just imagine the eruption. Imagine what would happen if there was a group of men that went outside right now in public, cameras on them, and openly said the same thing that women are saying about men. Just imagine the backlash. See, that's what I'm saying, gentlemen. Are you saying that, it's not a big deal? It's a big deal, right? Kevin Samuels, he's one of the few that was able to make it mainstream. He's in red pill, but he did talk about red pill points. As soon as he kicked the bucket, till this day, gentlemen, till this day, women, especially black women, are cursing his name. He's dead and gone. He can't defend himself. There's still women till this day so bitter, so pissed off of what Kevin Samuel said. Him and plenty of other channels, right, were willing to put a mirror up into modern women's faces and show them how fucked up they are when it comes to society. And Kevin Samuels has been dead for months. He's been gone for months. And women are still so angry, so bitter, so pissed off that they're cursing this man's name to this day. He didn't talk red pill points. He outright stole them. Well, stole them or not. I wouldn't say he stole them. Like, I wouldn't say what did he outright proclaim that I am the original, person that thought about this. Nah, he didn't steal it. He was just pretty much spreading the message, right? Even though he was using it for his grifting purposes or trying to get men to marry, which I completely disagree. He still got it out there. Oh, oh yeah, and that's the big thing. Uh, Kevin Samuels savagely criticized men too, and didn't grow until he went after feminist influenced women. Yep, like a lot of channels like ours, we are a lot more harsher on the men than the women. A lot more harsher on the men than the women because men know better. You should know better. I don't know why you're trying to be a simp, but there's men out there being simps and being weak, frail, effeminate, emotional. Don't know how to stand up for themselves. Don't know how to improve their lives for the better. Like, don't get me wrong, we'll tell you how, but you as a man, you are responsible. We have to be harsher on you because there is no safety net for you. Just like what Apollo Creed said in Rocky, there is no tomorrow for men. There is no tomorrow. If you fuck up as a man, especially in the West, it's going to be very, very, very hard for you to bounce back. I know it, you know it, everybody knows it. So that's why a lot of channels, they're a lot more harsh on men than women. Do, 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 do. Fedorable the horrible. Don't worry, guys. Gonna get whole lot worse before it gets better. Focus and stand strong. You'll live to build good times again. Yeah, and unfortunately, it's going to be us or the next generation, or well, no, yeah, next couple generation that's going to have to rebuild. Whether it's just your own family or just rebuild a new community overall. Of course, the men are going to have to clean up the fucking mess. That's just a given. So doesn't mean you have to. Does not mean you have to. But you already know wherever men go, women will follow. So it's up to you if you want to uh rebuild society again, but it won't be the same society we have now. I'll guarantee you that. Sir Yeetus, is it just me or is getting married asking to get cheated on? Thoughts? I will say in today's current dating market, I say yeah, you're just pretty much asking to get cheated on. Because gentlemen, marriage, the traditional definition of marriage is dead and gone. And whoever is still following the traditional marriage standards and procedures, they're a dying breed. Okay, it's not the majority anymore, at least in the West. Okay, they see marriage as a retirement plan. They see marriage as just a social security. I'm telling you, gentlemen, marriage is a business, and right now, as soon as they get you to sign that marriage contract, they don't want to try anymore. They're like, okay, I secured the bag, and he knows that if he tries to leave me, I can ruin his life whenever I please. So I dare him try to stop me from having a girls' night out. I dare him try to stop me from having a girls' trip. I dare him to stop me from hanging out with my work hubby uh late at night, etc. And the man knows uh he has a lot to lose, so he's a lot more hesitant to put his foot down. It says, "No, I'm not going to deal with it." He knows he's fucked if she decides to pull the trigger and divorce, right? And don't get me wrong, she won't act out right away. She'll give it a few years, right? 3 to 5 years. So she knows that her money is guaranteed. Then she'll start acting out. Telling you, gentlemen, I would say personally, getting married right now in 2022 in Western society is asking to get cheated on. That's my opinion. Bad business deal, don't do it. Yeah, don't see. Once again, gentlemen, once again, I cannot stop you. You, as a man, you do whatever you please, right? Do whatever you want. But if you are on my channel, I'm sure you watch Underchronic's channel. I'm sure you watch Ribby's channel, Hammerhand's channel, etc. And there's countless examples and explanations on why signing that government contract is bad for you. Pretty much a death sentence. If you do it anyway, hey, it's on you if shit goes downhill, right? I'm not gonna feel bad. I'm not gonna feel sorry. Like, damn, like you spent all this time on my channel, you still went ahead and married these amount of women. Ain't that some shit? Hermit, the work husband is a real thing, gentlemen. I know so many girls that have cheated with men from their work. Oh yeah, it's countless. It's if they're not cheating on their husband, right? Work husband, the work husband is in the friend zone. You get what I'm saying? The work husband, more likely than not, is technically in the friend zone until her actual husband at home fucks up for some reason. Then she will go to the work husband as a rebound. I saw that countless times, and I was in the army. Countless times where I see a female soldier's finger clearly has a wedding ring, but she's getting a little bit too handsy, a little bit too flirty with a few soldiers, a few coworkers. I'm like, why are you doing all this? You know you're married. Why you that's why in my experience, gentlemen, in my personal experience, I can't fuck with a woman that joins the military. I can't. I just can't. Based on what I've seen alone, just imagine, gentlemen, imagine. You put a pit bull in a room full of nothing but steaks, sirloin, sausages, venison, etc. And you just leave just put your dog in a room full of various beautiful cuts of meat and then just walk outside. How long do you think your dog will last until your dog will have a field day, just start eating everything in sight? That's how I view women join the military. Because think about it, gentlemen, if you're dating a woman in the military, there's out of every woman there, there's like 80, 90 soldiers. And this is an everyday thing. Not just that, just imagine what goes on when she gets deployed. They always want to talk about how male soldiers are dogs, male soldiers are perverts, blah blah. They haven't seen a female soldier. Yeah, they don't know anything about female soldiers. They just can't help it. Once they're surrounded by 80 or 90 men, right? And not just that, a good amount of those men, they're above average height. They're fit, right? But a lot of them are like actually like shredded and stuff. Her hypergamy is just gonna go on overdrive. Her pics are endless. And there goes you at home, the husband, just just chilling and shit, while she's going around base like it's a candy shop. And then when I go home like nothing happened. Bullshit. That's why I can't fuck with female soldiers. I can't. Eskimo brothers, yeah. Eskimo bros. Super Turbo Death Shark. I worked in the office when I was younger. Everyone was hooking up with everyone else, married or not. Caused so much drama. That's pretty much the military in a nutshell. That's pretty much the military in a nutshell. Nobody gave a fuck. Doesn't matter if you're enlisted. Doesn't matter if you're junior enlisted. Doesn't matter if you're an officer. Doesn't matter if you're in the same company or same battalion, different battalion. You can you can pretty much describe the military as college with guns. That's the best way you can describe the military. But these people are actually married with families. But as soon as there is just soldiers, gentlemen, I'm telling you, on almost every unit that I've been in, there was only like 10, 15 female soldiers compared to 150 male soldiers. If you date a female soldier, I'm sorry, you got a lot of faith, bro. You got a lot of faith. You got way too much faith, hoping that she ain't messing around. How can she not? In my opinion. Cold Steel, Terrence Pop has good military MGTOW content. Yeah, he does. I've been watching him since 2015, I think it was. He definitely has phenomenal content. First uh military MGTOW content creator, actually. I can relate to him very well. Everything that he mentioned about the military in his videos, I'm like, bro, I'm literally seeing that right now, or I'm literally dealing with it right now. So Terrence Pop is definitely the real deal. So Yeetus, it's the same thing in prison. They get female COs and they can't control themselves around these jack prisoner bad boys. So many of them were getting busted for having relationships. That's what I'm saying, gentlemen. That's what I'm when the female have so many options to the point where she can't even count. She is looking left and right, and not just that, right? These men are not just average men. A lot of these men are over 6 feet, fit, strong, a lot of confidence, don't give a fuck, etc. It's pretty much like it's pretty much like the Garden of Eden all over again. Eve just can't resist. She just can't resist the temptation. Hey, Sir Eudes, when are you going to have collaboration with Terrence Pop? Good question because we were gonna do it thanks to uh Island Hermit. He was the one that was able to get in contact with Terrence Pop, and we were gonna hook things up, but I completely forgot about it, or we pretty much both forgot about it. So I will say, give it this month or next month. I just gotta get back in contact with Terrence Pop. We can get that down. And speaking of collaborations, gentlemen, there's plans of even more collaborations going down. All right. Soon I will have Black Ram 313. this month. This month he will be on, and we're going to have serious conversations, right? Not that typical bullshit. We're actually going to have a hammer hand level conversation. Okay. And I see I got a lot of positive feedback about the Hammerhand collaboration. Hammerhand and we discussed it after the stream. That was definitely a very good stream that had a lot of gems. And best believe, whenever possible, Hammerhand will be back. But I have other people that's going to be coming on soon as well. Because I know that you guys, eventually, you're going to get tired of me just talking on my own. So, but don't worry, gentlemen. I got plans coming. I got plans. I'm sure you guys already saw this new series I'm gonna do with my shorts. It's gonna be pretty hilarious. I'm just gonna get the goofiest shit that modern women do and say. It's gonna be too funny. Too funny. But at the end of the day, gentlemen, at the end of the day, based on what's been happening lately with people getting canceled or people getting terminated out of nowhere, no strikes, no nothing. I already am in the process. I already have the MGTOW TV going, but I'm also doing the Rumble. I'm gonna make sure I shield the fuck out of it for now on because just in case, Susan's like, all right, Sir Yeetus, it's time for you to go. There's various other platforms that you guys can see. So best believe there will be a lot of changes. Oh, Casual Bachelor want to do a stream too? Oh shit, I forgot. See, doesn't he have a Discord? Let me know if Casual Bachelor has a Discord because I'm pretty sure he does. But gentlemen, before we continue, if you want to support your boy Sir Yeetus, there's a link on top of the chat. Cash App / Sir Yeetus, best possible way to donate because the money goes directly to me. I don't have to wait once a month. But you can also do super chat or super thanks. Any donation is appreciated, but if you cannot, it's all good, no big deal. So, after I get past this last topic, I'm going to do call-ins, gentlemen. I haven't done call-ins in a long time. I'm gonna have you guys call in to see what you guys got to say. Oh, best believe I'm already in the talks with TFM for the Culture War Part 2. I'm definitely in the talks because I did want to have a lot longer conversation about the Culture War, but a lot of things that TFM said I never even thought about, or there were things that I didn't even know. So that's why I had to cut the live stream kind of short because I'm like, well, damn, I didn't even know all this. This is new information. So I did do my research. I'm able to get caught up on everything that we've been talking about. And we can definitely do a part 2. Hopefully we can do it on Sunday. Sunday is the goal. That would be a great stream. But let me go ahead and do some call-ins. Fuck that last topic. We'll do call-ins right now. Go ahead and hop on in if you want. I'm gonna address this super chat right quick. It's from Gold Dalek. He sent some donation through Cash App. He says, "Yep, Odyssey 2." Agreed. Thank you for the donation, Dalek. I appreciate it, man. And yeah, we gotta do so much all tech at this point, I don't see things going up anytime soon when it comes to YouTube. It's slowly but surely. I don't think YouTube will be as big within 10 years. I don't think it will. There will be major competition for them in the future. All right, let me add Rishi, what's going on, man?
Yo, so
It's been forever since you joined the stream, bro. What's
for
going
real.
on?
Well, you don't post that StreamYard link when I'm around and be like, all right, I'll just chill in the chat.
Oh.
But the plans aligned this time, and now I'm here.
Oh, you could have just messaged me and let me know, bro. I definitely would have invite you too easy. I'm also gonna add Herman. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Man, crazy week, but thank God it's Friday tomorrow.
I know I got a half day at work tomorrow, so I can't fucking wait.
I'm gonna be chilling like a villain, and I'm gonna get my drink on. It's been a few days actually, but I'm gonna start with you, Herman. I'm gonna start with you first. How do you feel about at this point? It's pretty obvious that men cannot have a voice in Western society, like masculine men, actually.
Well, no, if you say the wrong thing, you'll get canceled. They'll try to destroy your life. You literally don't have a voice at all. Like I personally just say what I want because I don't give a fuck. Like at work a couple months ago, I was talking about how funny it was that Leonardo DiCaprio breaks up with a woman as soon as she turns 25. And you should have seen this girl looking at me at my work like I was fucking Lucifer. I thought it was hilarious, though.
Yeah, it's like, why can't men speak on men's behalf anymore? Why are they so quick to shut us down, right? See, it's so crazy to the point where we all know that Andrew Tate is playing a character, right? So he can get rich off of his grifting. But majority of what he says is correct. Majority.
Yeah, he says stuff that I agree with and stuff that I don't. Like, I'm pretty sure he talked crap about MGTOW, which obviously I don't agree with. And then he was trying to say that bodybuilders are pussies, which I don't agree with. But he says stuff that I also agree with, so...
But there's interviews that I've been seeing on YouTube that they go around asking women, why do you hate Andrew Tate so much? Because he's a misogynist, patriarchy. I'm like, okay. What did he say that was so misogynistic? They can never answer that.
Yeah, they can't name it. I've seen those videos, and they're basically just NPCs. It's just like, oh, I heard somebody say that he hates women, and they don't do their own research. It's what their feminist friend said, what the TV told them. They don't have any thoughts of their own,
which is hilarious, right? Just like once again, I think it's because he is not the typical, weak, feeble, emotional, quiet, timid men that modern women are used to dealing with. He doesn't give a fuck. He'll tell you how it is. If you don't like it, tough titty. And he exposes women's natures 24/7. And half the time it's not even bad. He's just saying, hey, feminine energy is where to go. Or a woman's best happy is best happy at the home with the kids and all that stuff. They just flip the fuck out, even though there's times where Andrew Tate took their side. I really think it's because it's his presence alone.
Now, Yeetus, have you seen the Piers Morgan interview by chance?
Yeah, and I wanted to deck him in the face.
Yeah,
well, it was something interesting in that interview. Is basically he summarized what he think that guy Andrew Tate banned. It was the fact that, and you can instead of watching the whole interview, you can go out check out Casual Bachelor's video on it. But he got too big too quickly, and he couldn't be controlled. Like that's the thing. When scale is introduced, when you start making an impact, that's when these powers kind of move in to kind of cut you off.
Yeah, and it's not just any impact. It's the fact that he is inspiring a lot of men to not be pussies, and actually go out there and do what they need to do to better themselves and actually be men. And that goes way against the narrative, right? They're like, hold up, that's not what we do here. That's why he got literally yeeted from every social media platform except for Rumble.
But
Well,
yeah,
that's definitely why he succeeds because what the mainstream promotes is the bipolar opposite of Tate. Be effeminate, be like I don't know, open with your feelings. All these things, and Tate's like the bipolar opposite. That's why he pretty much, you know, it has what influence he has over the wider culture when he's introduced into it.
yeah, his basically everything he says go against their narrative, and I totally agree with that. Rishi, he got too big too fast, and they couldn't control him, and they're like, "Oh fuck, we got to shut this down." And I think it was the same thing with Sneeko too. That's why they had to get rid of both of them. It was a threat to the system, and it's like, yeah, we don't have to agree with everything these guys say, but I think also because these guys got banned, they're going to come down on the red pill really hard. Like I noticed a lot of people are saying like they got unsubscribed from people's channels and their views are down and shit. I think unfortunately because those guys got too big too quick that they're like we can't let this happen again, so they're going to really try to censor this corner of the internet.
Yep, that's why
Oh,
we have to like actually use, alternative platforms. Mainly, I like to use Odyssey because I kind of like it better than Rumble. Rumble, you have to like pay them for certain functions as a creator, I think. But Odyssey, you can just like live stream on there. Put in the server URL and the stream key, and you're good.
yeah, I lost a shit ton of views. A lot, like I'm sure you guys notice. I'm sure the chat noticed. There's no way in hell all 12,000 of you guys, out of all 12,000 of you guys, only 1,000 of you saw my video.
Yeah, Yeetus, you're not the only person that said this, dude. I've talked to many other content creators, and they're all saying the same thing. Their views are down. Fucking nobody's getting notified to their videos. They're really censoring the shit now.
Well, that's the thing. It's not just us, right? It's not just our little corner. This is a wider change that is coming down the pipelines, and it's already here. It's only going to escalate. But
Agreed.
that's that's but it's also kind of what we need to grow these alternative platforms that hold our values of freedom of speech, saying what you want, and not getting banned or striked or anything like that.
Yep. Because let's face it, TFM's right. People are fucking lazy. And until we all get kicked off of these platforms, nobody is going to like go to these alt tech platforms. Like I have MGTOW TV, but I need to invest in these other alternative platforms too. And most people are just fucking lazy and they don't want to make a Rumble or a MGTOW TV or whatever other platform. And until we're all kicked off, most people aren't going to, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, I get like the normal people that just watch like I don't know, PewDiePie and SCP videos or whatever, the Try Guys or
Yeah.
whatever. But like for us and our corner of the internet, it's just like a no-brainer.
Yeah, I
Just
completely agree when it comes to that. Yeah, I completely agree. People are being too lazy when it comes to switching to alt tech, and before you know it, they lost their audience forever. You know, or a lot of them will be lost because I guarantee you, majority of their subs are not gonna go look for, oh, yeah, what happened to Sir Yeetus? What's going on? They're just gonna shrug their shoulders and like, all right, he's gone, and
Well, yeah,
just continue with their lives.
TFM even said it. Like TFM will come on YouTube, like he'll come on your stream or somebody else's, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, where have you been, TFM?" And it's like he's been here the whole time. He's just been on MGTOW TV, or even like Halsey's channel. but people
Dude,
are lazy and they don't want to look for them over there.
he's literally on every platform he can.
Yeah.
He's on Odyssey, he's on Rumble, he's on like MGTOW.tv, he's on like even like smaller ones that I haven't even heard about.
Yeah.
But
But it's insane that we have to get to the point where, well, it's not surprising either because we called this a long time ago that they will get way more aggressive the more the message spreads. They will get way more aggressive.
I think all this content will be gone off of YouTube before the next election. What do you guys think?
I agree. I definitely agree that all this stuff that I'm doing right now, I don't think it'll last within the next couple of years. Unless, for some reason my channel gets skimmed over. A lot of our channels won't last long. No, because
Every single one of us that talks pokes a hole in their narrative. So this is why everything needs to be supporting the narrative, because they're gaslighting you. And anytime there's that one dude that like breaks, he's like, hey, wait a minute, that's a lie. Then other people are like, they see it too. But if they get everybody to agree on the gaslighting, most people don't see it. There was like studies and shit.
I agree. Just like what me and Hammerhead said on the stream. Society is gaslighting men in general. Like on a societal scale, everybody's gaslighting men, saying that we're the crazy ones. We're the fucked up ones. We don't know what we're talking about. You don't know what a man really is.
Yeah, dude, the state of men today is so fucked up. My one friend at work, I red pilled him, and he was watching your channel for a minute. I don't know if he still does or not, but he told me that I legit saved his life, because he said that he was black pill before he even knew what the black pill was. Because he's like 24, never had a girlfriend or anything, and he's just an average dude. Actually, he's a little above average. He's 6'1". He's not like jacked or anything. He's skinny. He's got a beard. If you would look at him, you'd be like, yeah, he probably gets girls, but you wouldn't think he would get every girl. And no, he's invisible. He told me he's invisible to them. They won't even give him the time of day. They flake on him all the time. And yeah, I could just see it in his eyes, man.
Well, I truly believe this is why, gentlemen, our corner is being suppressed so much, but at the same time, they're promoting channels like Just Pearly Things, Femme Sapien, all these people that don't know what the fuck Red Pill is in the first place, or MGTOW is. They catapult them to the fucking moon when it comes to algorithm, and they spread misinformation about Red Pill and MGTOW. Not just that, what happened recently with Femme Sapien, she turned around and talked shit about MGTOW, about Black Pill, about Red Pill. Say, I outgrown all of you. I don't need you. I don't need this. I have my own lane now. Goodbye, Red Pill.
Men have a wall too.
Yeah, that crazy shit is so out of control. It's not even funny. These mainstream now, these channels are going mainstream when it comes to Red Pill content or whatever content they want to talk about. Notice how all of them talk mad shit about MGTOW and Black Pill, and they change the very definition of what the Red Pill philosophy is. This is what YouTube wants.
Well, here's the thing. Technically, all right, if you hit the gym and you worried about starting a business and you're focused on making money, yes, you're not going to have a wall. But if you're sitting on the couch all day, fucking eating Doritos, you don't have a job, yeah, then I guess you've hit the wall as a man. But if you're actually putting in the work and the effort, no, you don't really have a wall as a man.
A man has a choice to walk around the wall, to jump over the wall, to break through the wall. Women, they're running into a solid 6-7 inch steel wall. There's no way they're going through. That's the difference. Okay, they have one shot and they live so easy lifestyles, so easy. Just because they exist, they have a luxurious life compared to a man, right? I'm talking in general. Their life is so much easier, but they only have one shot to get this right, to get the best possible mate that they can find and settle down. Because once that biological clock runs out, hitting the wall is going to hurt like a motherfucker, and they can't bounce back. There is no bouncing back because what men desire, they won't have anymore. It will never come back, and that's the difference. Men can still obtain things that women desire for the rest of his life, and that's the key difference. Why do you see 70, 80-year-old men still getting lap dances by 25-year-olds?
Well, if you think about it, Leonardo DiCaprio proves there's no wall for men. He's got money, status, looks, and how old is he? Like 45 or older?
Around there. Let me look.
He might even be 50, and he still can fucking smash 22-year-olds. Another one, Pirates of the Caribbean guy, fucking Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Fucking, I know girls that are fucking 22, 18 that would love to smash him. Like I've heard him simp over him, and the dude's like 50.
And that's a big difference, though, right? Because they both, right? Now, not only they got blessed with the looks department, that's another factor, but they both were able to obtain status, wealth, respect, with the masses. The man's main goal is to be the man that women aspire, not women, what men aspire to be and what women want to fuck. So that is pretty much the two primary goals when it comes to what a man produces for society. Be the man that young men admire, and be the man that women want to jump your bones. That's when you know you won.
What the hell's Pikachu doing, Rishi?
Medicare masochist for $20.
Are you having a seizure, bro?
That didn't. Oh, yeet. Yeet.
Jesus Christ.
Guys don't get that.
Oh, I do not at all.
Okay.
I don't know what you're saying.
That's okay. Some people will get it.
But see, that's the big difference, gentlemen. That is complete bullshit. What Fem Sapien's talking about. Oh, men get old too. Men look ugly to women. Blah blah blah. Listen, the older a woman is, right? See, it's one thing for women's like 18, 19, 20 years old, but it doesn't matter, right? The primary thing that she's looking for is not just looks. It's money, status, power, respect, etc. That will get a man laid no matter what. Because I guarantee you, supply and demand, gentlemen, is that simple. There's way less men that have those qualities. And beautiful women are common, gentlemen. Beautiful women are common. Successful men are not.
Hey, Yeetus, SCE just sent me Terrence Pop's info, so I'll send it to you after the stream.
All right, too easy. We can get this collab going.
And you got to get a hold of Casual Bachelor too, man. I was talking to him for a minute, and he said he would join. So
yeah, I'm definitely down for that. Oh, too easy. Rev, tell that to Cristiano Ronaldo. What do you mean that he got a surrogate and stuff? Or what are you talking about? He's the top 0.0000001%. All women want him. If he was single right now, he will literally have to run away. Okay, like he couldn't even enjoy a cup of coffee. I saw one of those YouTube videos. He just went to a public place so he could just get some coffee. Non-stop people, mainly women, approaching trying to get a autograph or a picture. Just imagine if he was single at the same time. Woo. But like I said, there's way less successful men with power, respect, wealth compared to there's a shit ton of young, attractive women, right? I'm talking about early 20s. They're not fat, they're fit, etc. So these few men has the qualities that majority of these beautiful women want. And majority of these beautiful women has what these successful men want. Bam, fair exchange. But they don't want men to know that. That's why Andrew Tate as well, he got attacked so quick and yeeted off social media platforms. He said, "Don't be a bitch. Go out there, go get your money, get strong, get like, just be the fucking best."
See,
Because
I would say getting into the top 20 to 10% of men should be easier today than it's ever been. Because if you think about it, look around. Unfortunately, most men are weak. Most men are soft. Most men don't hit the gym. So if you guys just really focus on getting your body right, have a good workout plan, get in shape, and fucking figure out a business or get your income in order, you're pretty much in the top 10 to 20% of men. What do you guys think?
I agree. You don't have to be hyper successful. You can literally have your life put together, have your things going well for yourself when it comes to um your accolades, your hobbies, and you're doing good in life for where you're at currently. Like you can just be making $80,000 or more, right? Because if they want the man that's making 100K and blah blah blah. I'm telling you, gentlemen, at the end of the day, as long as you focus on you, you on your purpose, and you are making your life great, there will be women that you'll catch their eye. You'll definitely catch their eye. And don't listen to that nonsense. Oh, I want a nice man. I want an average man that's a janitor, because that's what's her name said. Damn.
Femme sapien.
No. Who was that one where Under Chronic went on the stream and said that she got nice tatas?
Brittany
Oh,
Venti.
yeah, Brittany Venti.
Yeah, I made a video. I think around last week. She said, "Oh, as long as he's a janitor and he's nice and sweet, and and he continues to grow, keyword. Oh, I don't mind dating a janitor. I don't mind." I'm like, you are a
Yeah, but
bold-faced
is
fucking
she?
liar. No, she's not.
It's
Yeah,
like,
that's the
Like,
funny thing is these girls will say, "Oh, I'll settle for a guy that's 5'6". Oh, I'll settle for a guy that works at McDonald's or whatever, as long as we vibe or whatever." But then when you look at their past boyfriends, they're all like 6'2", drive a sports car, and fucking they're basically the 666 Chad, and it's like, hey, there's no average guys in here. Like, you're a goddamn liar.
oh, and like what a lot of people mentioned in the comments, she definitely did not mean an average man. She was thinking like how you say Chris Helmsworth in a janitor costume, you know. She would date something like that. Okay, not the actual average man. So don't believe her bullshit when she's talking about, oh yeah, I'll date a man. She's just a janitor. If you don't look like Chris Evans,
Dude,
yeah.
I seen a video, I gotta find it, where women were complaining that Chris Evans is average. Like, your standard everyday guy should look like Chris Evans, and that's like almost not even good enough. It blew my mind. I'm like, are you fucking serious? He's built like a superhero, and you think that that's just an average guy?
Chris Evans will eventually get his own. I don't think he has it yet, but he'll get his star on the Walk of Fame. Like he's a certified legend in the movie business, and for some reason, yes. So a lot of these women out here who don't have shit says that Chris Evans is the average one.
Well, yeah, think about that. Most men would kill to look like Chris Evans, and they're saying he's average, and that's like the baseline that every man should be. And it's like, are you fucking retarded?
And then they're shocked when men are like, you know what, fuck this. I don't know. This is some bullshit. And they just walk away. Like, what the fuck? Like, and have you noticed? I'm sure a lot of you guys in chat noticed this. Men judge women on what they can control. Women judge men on what they can't control, except for salary. You notice that? Men, they judge women when it comes to, have you kept your legs closed? Have you able to put the fork down and stay fit and go to the gym? Have you ever gotten to the point where you're able to learn how to cook and clean and take care of a household? Do you know how to be loyal? Things that she can control. But when it comes to women, oh, what's your dick size, huh? Oh, what's your height, huh? What's your height? Oh, what's your I can't be talking to you if you're not making six figures. Oh, like things that men literally cannot control for the most part. Women judge on. They wonder why they have no man in sight.
Yeah.
Like,
And the thing is, modern women can't cook, dude. I've dated girls that couldn't make popcorn, couldn't make ramen noodles, couldn't make eggs, and it's like, how the fuck have you got through this far? And it's because they were just getting fast food all the time. And like, yeah, the one chick that I dated, she blew 90 grand in a year, and she just never cooked. She just ate out all the time.
oh, I definitely know what you're saying. I had a couple of females over actually, not that long ago. I think it was around 2 weeks ago or whatever. I had to kick them out of the kitchen because they had no idea what the fuck they were doing, and I was kind of, I wasn't surprised, but I was highly disappointed. I'm like, damn, like bitches ain't shit.
Yeah, just think about it. All of us dudes, I'm sure I know you can cook, and I'm sure Rishi can cook, and I'm sure all the guys in the chat cook for themselves. So guys can cook today, but modern women have pretty much no fucking clue unless it's like some dino nuggies they're warming up.
Yeah, or the Uber Eats.
Oh yeah, they do that a lot.
I'm telling you, gentlemen, it's crazy, you know. And if they want to throw in your face, which they had before, oh, but women can cook too. Women cook a lot better than men. Blah blah blah. Okay, so why are the most prestigious chefs in the world are majority of them are men? They have nothing to say. I don't know who the fuck you were talking to, right? Probably some trust fund kid that never picked up a fucking spatula in his life. But there's countless men out there that can cook. Way more than a fucking female can, right? No, cut up hot dogs and ramen noodles. That's not cuisine. Like you don't have actual recipes. Like your grandmother didn't pass it down to you. Like nothing.
That thing is ramen noodles and hot dogs is too complicated for them today.
It's just it's crazy. It is out of control. And once men on social media or various platforms, we speak about these things, right? Because it's not just cooking, but a lot of things that men are not happy about when it comes to modern women. They're so quick. They're so quick to shut you down and try to make you look and sound like the crazy one. Just because you're like, yo, like, what is this fat shaming thing? I know it is unhealthy. You're obese, and it's not that hard to be on a diet and go to the gym. How dare you, you fat shaming misogynist? Blah, 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 blah. Like men
Well,
cannot even air out their grievances
here's the
without
thing,
being
the
attacked.
body positive movement only works for women. If they're fat, they're stunning and brave, and how dare you tell them to eat a salad? But if you're a guy, you're still a fat piece of shit and nobody cares about you. I've never seen a fat dude on a fucking cover of a magazine telling him he was stunning and brave for having 4 chins.
Completely agree. And if there is a quote unquote man, I'm pretty sure that person is in transition. So I'm telling you, gentlemen, this is only going to get worse. Only going to get worse. Just fuck it. Like, for example, this is actually happening in various households as well. Go and air out your grievances as a man on how modern women ain't shit these days. Just imagine how much you'll be attacked, especially by your female family members. Like I do it, they know my stance. Like I explained to them, like I had to pull out some PowerPoint shit to explain why women ain't shit these days. They reluctantly agreed, right? Like they weren't, they still want me to make some grandbabies around here, but I'm like, nope, never gonna happen, never gonna happen. Why would you throw me into the fire? Why would you put me into the slaughterhouse so you can have your genes go on? Why would you want that for your own son? Not cool.
That reminds me of when I was camping. My dad was like, "When are you gonna get married?" And all the typical bullshit. And I made the mistake of telling him about MGTOW, and he's like, "Oh, you hate women." And I'm like, "No." And then I was stuck with him camping all weekend. Not a good experience.
And you know how funny that is? They always want to go to one extreme to another when it comes to just stating facts and the truth. A man telling the truth about women equals you hate women. What? Like, that's literally what you guys just said 2 minutes ago, that you wanted a man that had a job that pays 150 grand a year. I'm like, okay, so why can't that man want a woman that is at least 125 pounds? How dare you? Oh. So you can have these delusional, unrealistic standards, but a man cannot ask for a woman to simply stay in shape.
Well, yeah, think about it. They want a laundry list of things from us, and the only thing we ask for is don't be a whore and stay in shape and be loyal, and they freak out. And it's like, so I have to be 6 feet tall, make over 6 figures, fucking this whole laundry. Like, you guys seen that TED talk of that one girl? She had that whole fucking laundry list of demands, and she was like fat and over 30. And it's like, it's like you have this laundry list of things, but if I were to meet all these requirements, why would I settle for you? That's like a 35-year-old land whale.
They don't think that through at all, whatsoever. I'm like, if I become a person of value to the point where I am part of the elite of successful Chad and Tyrones, or fuck it, Sims with money, why would I go for somebody that gave up the puniti for a slice of pizza or a little bit of that devil's lettuce?
Yeah. And
Like,
it's
why-
like the same. It's the same thing. It's like it's because you have options, and it's the same thing with these like female 9s and 10s. It's like they don't settle down because everyone, they have options everywhere.
And that's the biggest bullshit of all, right? Because men, we do not have high standards compared to women. Our standards are so basic, it's not even funny. But do you know what is funny? They still can't do that shit right. And they yell at us for it. Like, all we're saying is to keep your fucking legs closed. Don't be a bitch. And actually have my fucking back. Oh, you treated me as a slave. Oh my God. I'm like, oh. And now you're wondering why this passport bros movement is getting big.
How dare you tell me to squat 3 days a week?
How dare you ask me to get you a glass of water with ice? I'm not your slave. Like, are you fucking kidding me? That's why men are in masses getting their passports. And then these very same women want to act all shocked and bitter and surprised that all these men are like, yeah, I'm going to Colombia, I'm going to Dominican Republic, I'm going to Philippines. Yeah, these women are so much better, so much comfortable to be around. And then they have the audacity, because I'm sure you guys have been seeing these videos as well, of these women just talking so much shit about men. The very same men that they didn't even want, right? The very same men that they clowned, made fun of, and rejected horribly. Once they go out and venture to see if they have any new options out there. Oh, Why are you bragging about it, huh? Huh? Nobody wants to hear it. You just can't handle me. You can't handle all this. You just a little boy. You just a coward. You have to go to a different country to find yourself a little girlfriend because you can't handle all this strong, independent goodness. Like, I'm like, oh Lord, like when will you learn? When will you learn? When it's too late. That's when they'll learn. When it's too late.
The funny thing is, I know this Filipino girl that I used to work with. She married a 60-year-old dude, and basically when she was here for, I don't know how long you have to be here to like be able to, get divorced and take his money, but she waited until however long it was and started a new life with this man's money. Lives in a 5-bedroom condo, has a new truck, and she thinks she's hot shit because she's a 120-pound Asian girl. And every dude's basically got stage 5 yellow fever, so dudes are constantly simping for her. And she's already walking around like, oh, I'm strong and independent and don't need no man. I'm like, you're basically the same as all these stupid white bitches now. And I'm just thinking, like, I could literally go to your country right now and get 5 of you. You're not special.
Yep. The only reason why you're in that position because the simp was a fucking idiot to bring it back. That's it. That's it. That's why we tell various men if you are out there going overseas, trying to find yourself a boo thing, a potential partner to create a family with, keep her there. Don't be a fucking idiot. Bring her back.
Never bring her back to the West.
That's right.
Don't be dumb, because you've seen yourself before you left overseas how strong the feminist indoctrination can be. You think that she's going to be immune?
Yep. She started hanging out with all these white girls from work, and after that, it was just ruined.
This, like, the fastest I've seen was around a month, where a person's wife that came from the Philippines, Manila, I think around there, brought her back into the States. It was around a month before she did a fucking 180 and made that guy's life a living hell. 1 month. Because immediately, right, everything that you're exposed to in Western society, it screams at her, women are better than men. The future is women. Oh, men ain't shit. Men are horrible. Hey, you go on YouTube. There are top 10 ways you can manipulate your man to get him to do what you want. Oh, you want to get a divorce? Here's what you need to do to get the maximum benefits of getting a divorce. Yeah. And they tend to forget women love social media. They love watching TV. They love all that social shit. So it won't take long for a foreign woman to get brainwashed at all. It won't take long.
Well, yeah, I think, they don't realize how good they have it. They come here and they're like, wait a minute, I can do this and take all of his money. And then fucking all their new Western 304 friends are like, oh yeah, girl, you can just take all his money and start a new life. And then they're fucking ruined.
Then you like, when did it go wrong? Why did she leave me? Why did she treat me so horrible? Why is her hair all rainbow and she shaved her head on one side and talking about, some period blood, fingernails, and, some weird shit.
Dude, didn't they make a cereal that was like period blood?
Yeah, that looks like period blood or something like that. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it's, gentlemen, we've been saying this for years now. If you're going to go overseas.
What's up with that, bro? It's like
what's up?
every crazy feminist project is always like them smearing their like shit or period blood all over a canvas.
The grown children and
gross.
What's the obsession with that?
They're grown children, and on top of that, they're very emotional. Like, just what was that quote from Jack Nicholson? Take away the responsibility and logic from a man, and that's pretty much a woman.
Yeah, I remember that movie. I can't remember exactly how it went. So I got a terrifying story to tell you guys, and then I got to bounce. So I had a close encounter at the gym the other day with a femboy. It was absolutely terrifying.
Oh
Femboy.
boy.
Yeah.
Can you describe this creature to us?
So like I walk into the gym and I see what looks to be like a green-haired progressive woman, and I fucking don't think anything of it. I walk in the locker room and I start putting my stuff in the locker. You know, I'm wearing shorts and I'm shirtless, and then I see this thing behind me and I'm like, what the fuck is this woman doing in the men's locker? And then I take a closer look and I'm like, oh.
The horror realized on you.
Yeah.
This guy's a man.
Terrifying, dude. Terrifying.
Spooky tales
fuck
with
that,
Island
man.
Hermit.
This confusing the masses. Like I said, it's all for the powers to be. This is not a coincidence whatsoever. And me and Hammerhand, we talked about that in detail. This can't be this is downright, in my opinion, downright demonic of what's going on right now. Right? I believe right now this is the biggest lie that the devil's ever told, right? The biggest lie the devil's ever told, that he convinced mankind that he doesn't exist. It's literally getting to that point, right? It doesn't have to be. It doesn't matter if you believe in religion or not. There's some fucked up evil shit going on out there, and then people want to normalize it, saying that it's normal, especially pumping children with fucking hormones, changing their very goddamn gender overall, castrating them.
Well, yeah, just imagine how many kids are going to grow up and they're going to be like, hey, I wish I didn't cut my swing off. I wish I didn't cut my tits off. And then they end up, yeeting themselves. Like my brother was friends with this girl that paid $7,000 to cut her tits off.
See, that's the big thing.
Well, I mean, even taking hormones, like that shit will fucking mess you up if you take it as a young kid.
But that's the big thing, though.
Because
all these kids right now will have no choice. That's the most fucked up part. Fucked up about it is they cannot consent. The parents are forcing these kids to take these hormones or these surgeries and shit. So best believe there will be a lot of hockey mask time in the near future, because ain't no fucking way. Like, especially when the kid gets older and finds out that their whole life was just to be a prop to their fucking feminist parents or mother. I'm telling you, it's not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well. They didn't have a choice. They lost in life at the start.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're taking away their agency. Like when you do it to like a child, you're almost guaranteeing like they won't have a normal social life. Like no one will view them like as a legitimate, romantic partner. At least like the majority of people won't.
Yep. And think about it, when you guys were 12, did you know what you wanted to do with your life? Like you weren't able to make decisions that would fucking, like at 12, you think like you're still playing fucking Pokemon, you're still living in a fantasy world, and then somebody's like, oh hey, you're really a woman, come cut your dick off. You don't fucking know any better.
No, you don't. Because when I was that young, my only focus was video games, playing outside with the friends, and seeing how many snacks I can take from my older brother. That type of shit. Like I never had to worry about any sexuality bullshit.
I was lucky to grow up in a time where kids rode their bikes everywhere. If you wanted to know where everybody was hanging out at, you just drove down the street, and if there was like 10 bikes in front of somebody's house, you knew everybody was hanging out there. And today kids don't do that.
No, their eyes are glued to the screen that's brainwashing them 24/7. It's everywhere, especially when they turned Velma, what's it called? Velma's lesbian now.
Oh yeah,
They also turned her black as well. Don't
Yeah,
forget
black
that.
as well. When you look up her name on Google, right, Velma, a bunch of flags come out of nowhere on Google, like flags and from various LGBT, whatever it is. It just covers the screen, nothing but rainbow flags. How is
I-
that not grooming?
I knew they made her a lesbian. I didn't know they made her black too.
Yeah, they did, but
Yeah, it's like in two
How-
different series.
But think about it, how's that not grooming? If a kid looks up Velma right now, and there's a shit ton of rainbow, whatever the fuck flags flying everywhere on that screen.
But also get this here, Yeetus. So you know what they did with Shaggy?
He's black as well.
He's black as well. The black stoner. Oh
I'm
They
just,
turned Scooby Doo into a pit bull.
no, Scooby's not even there. I don't think.
I don't think he's in there. Yeah,
And Daphne's like Asian. Fred's okay. I guess
Nah,
he's.
pretty sure
They didn't
Fred-
change Fred.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be a pussy.
Could you imagine though Scooby Doo's a pit bull wearing a do rag?
I wouldn't be surprised. But Fred will be a pussy. He'll be a simp.
Yeah.
Bet he ain't gonna be that leader of the gang like in the original Scooby Doo. He's gonna
Well,
be. They're gonna make him dumb, stupid, and a wuss.
Yeah, he's a token white guy, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Then you guys will definitely see another example of brainwashing, of grooming. Watch. They
Yep.
want you to be confused, gentlemen. Not you, but they want the children to be confused.
Well, if you think about it,
Go.
they want men to be women, women to be men. They want everybody to be confused because, especially they want men to be women because if men become women, quote unquote women, they can control you. If you're a strong masculine man, they can't fucking control you. They can't tell you what to do.
Well, that's
Agreed.
the ideology of the progressive. They want to like eliminate all distinctions. At least that's what I understand it.
Yeah, everything's the same. Everybody's everybody. Let's live in this delusional dystopia, right?
Yeah.
And this wasn't even the original idea. This was fed to them by, big corporate media and stuff. Because, like you said before, if I was in power and I want to stay in power, I want you to be confused, frail, emotional. I want you to not question my authority. So this is a perfect plan. If I was an elitist, pretty much.
Well, just imagine 10 years from now. I guarantee it's gonna suck, but I bet my left nut we're gonna see it. That they're gonna try to say that children and adults are equal, and they're gonna try to push all the
Push
map
that
shit.
bullshit. Yeah,
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 they're
gonna
already doing that.
they're
Yeah,
already doing it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Like-
it's gonna get worse though.
yeah.
Yep.
Don't get me started on that shit because I'm gonna go on a whole nother rant.
All distinctions.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, gentlemen, that's why people like outspoken and masculine, but mainly outspoken people like Under Chronic, where he got banned countless times. Hammerhand got banned countless times. I only got banned in the comments, but best believe my channel may be going soon.
I'm on my fourth channel.
And you, Andrew Tate, literally wiped off of the fucking internet except for Rumble. Gentlemen, it's going to be way more aggressive. The information war is going to heat up. It's going to heat up. They will try their best to wipe out masculine. That's the overall goal of what I'm seeing. They're trying to wipe out masculinity, get rid of it, traditional masculinity.
See, here's the thing that doesn't make sense to me, though. They want to get rid of masculinity, but our military is literally just trans women and fucking women. And it's like, how are we supposed to fight anybody when our military, they're all pussies, they're all confused, their dicks are all chopped off? Like, we're literally a joke. We're not able to
As
fight
long as you know how to shoot a gun, that's all that matters to them.
Still, though, if the army you're fighting are strong masculine men, I would say they're gonna beat the femboys and women army. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, I do see what you're saying. We're in a complete disadvantage, but at the end of the day, the gun is the great equalizer. So I'm pretty sure that's what the U.S. is banking on right now.
Yeah, and having superior technology too, probably.
Right, because if it was old school, if it was back in the day, we California will already be gone.
Could you
Like,
imagine
long
it was
time ago.
back in the day where we fought with swords and you have the femboy tranny army versus like based Mongolians? Like that would be fucking hilarious to watch.
Yeah, California would already been gone a long time ago. It would have been gone a long time ago if that was the case. But do you have anything else to say, Herman? Because you say you have to go do something.
Yeah, I gotta jump off. I gotta get up at 5 a.m. So I gotta try to get some sleep. But thanks for having me on, Yeet. Good to see you, Rishi. Good to see you back, man.
Oh, for sure.
All right. See you
Peace
guys.
out.
Take care.
All right. So at the moment, chat, last shill of today. If you want to support your boy Sir Yeetus, there's a link on top of the chat. Cash App / Sir Yeetus. Best possible way to donate because the money goes directly to me. But you can also do super chat or super thanks. Any donations appreciated, but if you cannot donate, it is all good. Rishi,
Yo,
very soon I'm going to be unleashing membership. You excited?
membership on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But
What are
it
you gonna
ain't gonna
do
be
for
nothing
it?
too crazy, right? Because I'm not as talented as Hairman. The most expensive will be around $20. That's it.
What are you
But
gonna do for the memberships though?
the first membership will be they'll have access to Discord and they have access to early live streams, things that haven't sent out yet. The second tier will be they will be exclusive live streams just for memberships only. Nobody else is allowed. And then the $20 stream, they'll have called $20 tier. Sorry, they'll have direct contact with me. If they have any suggestions that or any topics we want to talk about, or hey, if they just have any type of question or conversation, we'll set up a time in a day, and I'm good to go. So there will be a few more to it. I didn't name it all. I wrote it down. Where is it? It's over there. But there will be pretty good perks. Pretty good perks.
Yeah, if people pay for it, they pay for it.
Yeah. If they don't want to pay for it, it's all good. It's all good. This is just a lot more things that I can get. Like a better mic, because my mic is fucking up right now. And more art, right? You know that art that you gave me for my most recent video. That was for free. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I just made it because I was messing around with like how to draw like skulls and stuff like that. I came up with that. It was like, yeah, I'll send it to Sir Yeetus. I'm sure he'll use it. But
oh, definitely going to use it. But anything else to say to the chat? Because I know you have to go do something.
I do.
Yes.
I don't have anything to do right now.
So you don't have to go. You don't have to go and be awesome. Is that what you're saying?
I don't have to go just yet. Why are you trying to? It's like you're shoving me out the door. I just got back.
It ain't even like that.
Wow. Can you believe this? He's showing his shroomophobic tendencies right here on the stream.
Oh, you really gonna go that?
Very upsetting. Very upsetting.
Are you really gonna be
very
like
upsetting.
that? But
very upsetting.
In all seriousness, though, there is going to be a lot of work put in this month, gentlemen, especially for Halloween. I want to do some Halloween special because I'm literally my avatar is perfect for a Halloween special. It's going to be good. Rishi, you also need to show me how to do the multiple streams. I don't know how you were able to do two.
It might be a little difficult because right now what you're using StreamYards for your stream, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm able to do multiple streams from StreamYard.
We could do OBS, but the problem is with StreamYards is you might need to pay for the you might need to pay like $20 a month for the professional StreamYards to get like the custom URL. Because I don't think they have an option for the for Odyssey. You need to go through the custom link.
With the amount of times I stream, I think it'd be a good investment.
Yeah,
I think I'm done with that.
And I think as far as like making money and all that, it's just like, here's the thing, chat. The way I view it, I'm not really against just making money in general, right? I think,
Yeah.
but if your creators don't make the money, if they don't have any, now I'm talking about this on a wider scale. If the creators you're like don't really have any financial incentive, then I don't think they're gonna grow any more than they are now. And I think the key to winning, chat, is to tie financial incentive to freedom of speech, to the values we hold. I think that's how we ultimately build platforms like Odyssey, Rumble, even other platforms like the Fediverse, even an alternative payment processors. Have you seen this, sir? I think Gab came out with like their own payment processor.
I've heard of it, but
It's called Gab Pay. I don't know much beyond that, but might be something to look into.
I heard a lot of people talking about it because it was. I'm pretty sure it was GapPay. They don't want to deal with the other donating uh
Yeah,
apps.
PayPal.
Yeah, like PayPal or GoFundMe, etc. That can uh seize your assets or freeze your bank accounts or fine you thousands of dollars if they don't like what you're saying.
Yep.
So I'm
Little
definitely gonna check that one
social
out.
credit system.
Definitely agree, man. It's getting there. Like we're slowly but surely turning to China 2.0.
And I'm sure everyone will go along with this. Like, hell, as if they just ban the racist people, you're not going to get banned unless you're sexist or racist. Yeah, sure. You believe that while they set up precedent to ban you if they don't like you.
Pretty much.
It's crazy. It's just like people can't see the bigger picture with this stuff. You heard Nick Recator, right?
Yeah, I heard about what happened to him.
Forget the situation, exactly what really happened. Well, his channel got banned with one day, no warning, no like strikes or anything. Just a mass flagging campaign, and YouTube automatically banned his channel, right? 5 years of work went into that channel, 5 years of toil. And, someone flicked a switch or an automated bot just decided, I'm going to delete it. Gone, right?
Yeah, no review, no nothing.
Yep.
And that's pretty fucked up. That's if I was that big as Nick Recator and my channel was like yanked from me,
Yep.
no warnings or not, I'd be furious. I would not be coming back to YouTube if I was Nick Recator.
He's lucky enough that enough people bitch at YouTube to get his channel back. But right now he's just streaming on Odyssey now. Or not Odyssey. Well, he is streaming on Odyssey. He's streaming on Rumble
Rumble, yeah.
primarily. But he's going to
Rumble,
build up.
He said he's going to do locals and stuff as well, right? Oh, he already has the locals.
Yeah, locals is like Patreon, though. I don't think that counts.
True.
But, locals is also owned. It's the same company that made Rumble as well. But yeah, the future of the internet is not on YouTube, I don't think.
No.
Because YouTube is right now, what YouTube is doing is not exactly, wokeifying everything. They're sanitizing everything. They're doing it for pretty much mainstream standards. They're sanitizing the internet right now. Anything controversial, anything that goes against the system, anything that, you say naughty words or do this or that, question this policy, or you piss the right people off, you're gone. And that is an unsustainable system in the face of true competition, which is what Odyssey and Rumble are slowly but surely becoming.
Agreed. That's why YouTube exploded in the first place, is because people can be themselves. And as long as they're not saying like the craziest, horrendous things, they're good to go. They can pretty much say whatever they want. Back in early YouTube.
people were saying crazy shit back then too. Let's be honest.
True, but I was talking about like crazy, crazy. Like, okay, you definitely gotta go.
Crazy. I don't know. I
Uh,
don't know.
criminal things.
Maybe.
Like,
Oh yeah, Yeah, but that probably that's we probably have to be a little bit more specific than that. Like they're trying to make
pretty
a lot of
much
things criminal.
obvious white supremacy type stuff, or obvious being a freaking, like, how you say, openly threatening somebody else's safety or life. Like, you know how people go back and forth on YouTube, they say some crazy shit to each other. um
Oh
so
yeah.
like something on that extreme.
Well,
Okay, as long
I think Odyssey even has a line as long as you don't
cross that line.
dox people.
Yeah,
I think they have a hard line on doxing and like threatening people, legal action. But that's kind of the baseline in my opinion.
agreed. As long as you don't do some crazy extreme shit like that, even someone like me and Rishi, like, hey, you need to chill out. You're able to say whatever you want on early YouTube. Early YouTube
Yeah.
was the shit. Like, I'm
Yeah.
talking I'll say 2010 to 2014 was golden years.
Yeah,
Because
but then
what's up?
then a woman got in charge and everything went to shit, right? I'm not kidding, but it's so funny. It's so weird looking back on it. Like apparently she was there since the inception of the company. And
What?
what I think happened was she was very big into advertising, whereas the original founders were more of replacing mainstream television.
Yeah,
But
and just at the same time, like,
and then she brought it back pretty much. She brought back the companies they were going to replace in the you know pretty much cucked out to the short term instead of actually becoming burying the legacy media, I guess.
right, the big thing is, you can be you back in the day. You don't have to worry about uh stepping on toes, talking about, sorry, I mispronounced your pronouns. Well, what are you? Are you they, them, huh? Oh, you gender fluid today? Like, yeah, none of that shit was a problem back in the day.
Oh, Super Turbo Death Shark. I know what he's talking about in chat. Have you ever seen Sir Yeetus, the Liquid Chris saga in the Chris Chan lore?
No, but if I watch it, I probably will remember it.
Okay, let me explain this to you. Okay, so you know who Chris Chan is, so I don't have to explain it to you, right?
Yeah.
But okay, so back in like the early days of Chris Chan, where people just trolling him, and he was like uploading like Guitar Hero on his YouTube. Some guy decided to dress up like Chris Chan, do a very convincing uh, imitation impersonation of him, and pretended to be Chris Chan. And this infuriated Chris back in the day. He was like calling him an imposter and shit. And everything he would do it better than Chris. He would play his like guitar. He like he had like an actual girlfriend. It's probably one of the more funniest things, less disturbing.
So he was the original troll on YouTube.
Well, he's not the original troll. He's one of the trolls in the Christian kind of mythology.
He was one of the trolls that made it big. You mean, like, he was everybody likes his content because of his trolling.
Well, yeah. Well, I think he only did the troll Christian for the most part. I don't think
Yeah.
he trolled anyone else, but
Well, at least he got famous for it.
it was pretty funny.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check it out then. I probably remember. My mind is blank right now. Did he have like long hair or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
But
I
he
probably know what you're talking about.
like besides like I think his like striped sweater was like orange and like another color instead of Chris's blue and red.
That
But
is
everything
true.
else he had down.
True. And that's the main reason that I already know that I won't last long on YouTube because I'm getting sick of fucking tiptoeing around what I really want to say. I'm sick of that. So
Well, you
I
could be
know,
like me. You can just fire up a stream, multi-streaming it through OBS,
yeah,
and just say whatever you want.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like upcoming, uh, I know I already have MGTOW TV, but I'm also going to have I already have Odyssey as well. I'm gonna get Rumble and this other platform. I forgot what it was, but yeah, you will see me all over the other alt texts, gentlemen. Like just because YouTube eats me doesn't mean I'm automatically going to stop. I'm too passionate for this shit. Too passionate. We got to keep going and spread the message. Men need to be heard when it comes to their issues of today's society. Because if we don't speak about it, who will? Those mainstream motherfuckers talking about, oh, black pill bad, MGTOW bad, red pill bad. But thank you for donating all your money. Those very same people, I'm
Shit.
telling you, gentlemen, these very same people that tricked all these simps, all these gullible men that, oh, I'm on your side, man, I'm on your side. It's a story as old as time. They got stabbed in the back. And now they're not red pill anymore. I'm telling you, gentlemen, it's crazy. But it's not their fault, right? Because once again, channels like mine, we don't get push like the channels of Fresh and Fit or just Pearly Things or Fem Sapien, etc. They don't want our talking points out there.
Yeah,
They
what's the deal with just burly things, by the way?
just really, I think
Yeah.
the main question is Fem Sapien. You know about Fem Sapien, right?
I know about Fem Sapien, but
Oh,
like just burly things. I'm just wondering. Like,
so
what's your take on that chick? Because I don't see a lot of her.
yeah, even though
Well, I say chick, but a lot of people seem to think she's a man.
yeah, like even though she's pushing out content now about our talking points we've been saying for a long time now, years, she had a completely different uh perspective long ago. I think it was on a different channel, something like that. She all of a sudden 2020, 2021 is when she pushed hardcore about red pill content out of nowhere. But she had a different mindset before. So that's already chameleon in itself. So and my big thing is can women truly be red pilled? I don't think they can. I don't think they're able to because they truly cannot understand what men are going through. They can't. Because if they do, like that one woman that yeeted herself last month or a couple months ago, she actually tried to be in a man's shoes. She actually tried to live the life as a man, and she became so depressed, had a lot of mental issues, and really hated women or started to hate women. So, do I believe women in general can be red pilled? No, they can't, because never, ever, ever, as long as society knows that they're women, they can never truly know what men go through. They can't. And yeah, they don't even care. I agree. They don't even give a shit. Like what? Like Rishi. Like I'm gonna ask you. Like what is? Do you really think a woman is for men
Like
when they come
generally,
to a male-dominated space out of nowhere, and they're not even holding their own sisterhood accountable? They're like, "Oh man, I feel for you. Oh man, you get treated so horribly. Look at me. I'm not like those other girls."
I mean, it's just like anyone else, bro. It's just Hunter Avalon. He used back in the day. He used to do some really crazy offensive shit. If you guys watch my stream, you know what I'm talking about. He used to make fun of Muslims by wearing like a towel on his head and like a fake beard.
Well, damn. All right.
And he well, he also like held like a little bear and said slurs, but now he's just, SJW bread tuber type. So he completely flipped. And why did he do that? For the money. So
Agreed.
you see like a lot of these content creators chat, and you look where the money's coming from. Well, are you real or are you just for the money?
Because you see under Chronic, you see Hammerhand, all these years, they still got the exact same motto, their exact same values and principles. Not once they've changed. Do you know how difficult it is, in my opinion, to keep up with a facade that you don't even believe in for 6-7 years? It's pretty difficult.
Well, yeah,
Because what's up?
you'll see it, man. Like when time goes on, if they hold the same values, you'll know what a person's about the more time you spend with them, or in this case, watch them. But
I agree, because I'm telling you, like what Ghost Shirt is saying right now, women can't be red pill because then they'll wake up to their own bullshit. Which what happened to that one woman that went out into the world pretending to be a man, and she couldn't
that's
handle it.
why I push Rumble, gentlemen. That's why I'm not really against making money online per se, but I think that we need to go on Rumble and support Rumble and Odyssey as well,
You see,
because they
oh,
withhold our values.
I agree. You see, gentlemen, I don't see, as long as you give something of value that you are supporting your content creator for, I'm not mad about people, getting that money. But if you're saying one thing but doing the complete opposite behind closed doors, or preaching the complete opposite, that makes you a whole grifter, and you're stabbing your own fan base in the back, and that's not cool. If you offer something of value, it needs to actually be something 100% of what they're paying for, right? For example, for the lowest tier of my upcoming membership, if you paid for it, then you're able to come into my Discord. Bam, too easy. And then the list goes on, right? But if I say, hey, I'll give you some exclusive live streams about the Manosphere, and then you pay for it, and then I turn around and tell you guys, hey, go get married, okay? Don't be a pussy. Put a ring on her finger. Yeah, pop out babies, and you better worship her like a fucking god. It's like, what the fuck is this? Like, if I just go and do the complete opposite of what I've been preaching this whole time, then yeah, then at that point you can literally call me a grifter, because that's what a grifter is. A grifter lies to get money out of you. They preach one thing, but they say and do another thing.
Well, they sell their principles for money.
Yes.
Or they don't have any principles in the first place.
No principles whatsoever. They'll do whatever they can to get into your wallet. But then you got OGs such as, Chronic and Hammerhand. They never folded once. Hell, I believe they're more passionate more than ever these days about their beliefs. And they're the same since day one. So you gotta how you say, you I'm not saying you can't support your content creators, but make sure that they're practicing what they preach. Right. And also make sure they're actually putting out good content. That's another thing. You don't want me to regurgitate the same thing over and over. Like, no hymen, no diamond. No hymen, no diamond. No hymen, no diamond. Give me your money.
Oh, is that a stab, Sir Yeetus?
What'd you say? What?
No.
Oh, hell no.
Don't worry about it.
But as you see on my channel, I have various topics that I try to talk about as many things as I can, and I'm going to continue as well. Okay, that's not going to stop because once again, I take this shit very seriously. If I walk out one day and not get beaten to death by a zebra, at least I left very good content for you guys. Who knows? There's a zebra on the loose outside right now. He's just waiting for me. For some reason, the zebra has a vendetta against me. But at least I gave you guys a good enough content that you and future men can look at. So best believe I take this shit seriously, right? Even though I lost like majority of my fucking views on YouTube, I'm glad that you guys are still supporting me till this day, because I'm pretty sure I'm not even in the search bar anymore. If you search my name doesn't even pop up. I know they're trying to strangle my channel. So at the end of the day, gentlemen, best believe that I won't shut up about male issues. I will continue to talk about male issues because there's not too many channels out there that's willing to speak out against the radical feminists out there just talking mad shit and ruining men's lives. Okay, not because he's mad, not because she's scorned. There's modern women out there destroying lives because they think it's funny. They think it's amusing to do it. It's amusing. Yeah. So what'd you say, Rishi?
Oh, this guy just mentioned Taylor the Fiend. You want to know something interesting about Taylor? Apparently, he is setting up his own war band. He's calling it the Fiend Gang.
The Fiend Gang?
Yep. And a lot of these like channels are just carbon copies of him. Like I'm not even saying that like a dig. It's true. It's just them replying to TikTok videos and Instagram videos with the same like PNG avatars. Every time they speak, they move their hand up and they like, "This is what I'm talking about, gentlemen."
They're really trying to mirror the warband, huh?
Well, I mean, I think he even put out like applications for it at the time. It was pretty funny.
Applications? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like a little like link you press on his videos, and it goes through, and it's like walking down the list.
But Jad says, "What's wrong with no hymen, no diamond? Isn't it the most important warning?" Yeah, it's definitely the most important warning. But the point I was trying to put across is, I'm sure you don't want me, Sir Yeetus, be one of those channels that regurgitates the same thing over and over and over and not giving anything of substance. And I'm not giving anything of importance. I'm just saying the same thing just so that you guys can pay me money.
Well, I mean, it's like the warband, but everyone in it is like New Zealand or Australian, I think. So he's managing his people more closer to home, I guess.
But yeah, Jad, that's what I'm talking about. You don't want me as a content creator to start taking advantage of your kindness and just go the easy way and say the same thing and then expect you to pay me your hard-earned cash. Nah. Like, of course, no hymen, no diamond, but I will show you as many examples and explanations that I can on why that phrase is important. So,
oh, you got someone in the chat that doesn't like your content.
Where?
Christopher Warwick.
Oh, the only MGTOW person I enjoy listening to is Hammerhand. This is the first time seeing Yeet. Not crazy about it. What do you mean by that? What do you mean not crazy about it?
Man, you're not as good as Dirty Santa.
Talking shit? No, I'm good. What I'm saying is,
Well, here's the thing, gentlemen. I'm going to pontificate what you need to do
I
with your
I
lives.
don't use big
Control
words
your
like that.
biology.
I don't sound like that.
Control your biology.
Oh shit.
That's fine, man. If you don't, enjoy the content,
No, it's all good.
whatever.
It's up to you if you want to stop by or not. I don't want my channel to be the only channel that you listen to. Go to as many channels as possible, and you come up with your own thesis, your own how you say thought process about what's going on in society today when it comes to male issues and the dating market, etc. Like I don't want you to just listen to me. Go to as many channels as possible.
There's another thing I want to get your take on. What do you think of the JLA and Alex situation? Like their big slap fight over each other.
So I am hearing that they had a big fallout. John Anthony Lifestyle, right? And that playing with fire guy.
Yep.
Yeah, I
But
don't
you-
know what happened. What happened there?
But you don't know much about it. Well, what I get from it is JLA, to boil it down, what I understand is John doesn't like Alex having other content creators on his channel. People like Kevin Ray Wilder,
Okay.
it was mostly Kevin Ray Wilder he didn't like, but they had a big falling out. John made fun of Alex's girlfriend and said she was like ugly and shit. And then, they had a falling out from there, and JLA pretty much sent lawsuits trying to get everyone to shut the fuck up about his wife and whatnot. So, and I'm not kidding about this. A lot of people have received the cease and desist letters from the Brazilian lawyer.
So I love how one wasn't sent to under chronic.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh shit.
whatever. I don't even know,
shit.
dude.
Well, he
He's
knows
pretty
under
much-
chronic is about that life. That's why. But what'd you
Maybe.
say?
But it's just what was I gonna say? Well, he right now what he's doing is he's trying to set up the ultimate grift. It's him as the PUA, Bulldog Mindset as the finance guy, and he has like a few other guys, but he's trying to make an all-in-one grift package where you can go through his system and become the ultimate man. Is what he's advertising it as.
So he's making another warband.
I think it's closer to like Hustlers University. Maybe it's like a legit thing that guys pay to go through. I don't know, I don't think they set it up officially yet, but that's what it's looking like. So,
And people are still supporting this dude. It's crazy. At least Andrew Tate, for the most part, he backs up what he says, like in the sense of, yeah, I got money, I got cars, I got women. Yeah, I fought in some amateur boxing, kickboxing stuff. I'm champion. I got accolades. Like I got proof for, like, look at my lifestyle. Even though, yeah, it's still a gigantic pyramid scheme. At least he has some good accolades that, okay, maybe he knows what he's talking about. I don't know how the fuck people are looking at that guy, JAL. Like, are you serious? Like, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy because
yeah, we'll see in the coming months.
well,
Because like John is kind of like Undead Chronic in the way that he attacks other people, but his whole livelihood is dependent on his channel and his brand. So I'm not sure how well it will end up for him, but we'll see.
see, that's a big difference. Undead Chronic, he doesn't really care for the most part. So if he wants to, I believe that if let's say hypothetically he does get some type of success, he's gonna have a lot more enemies than he can handle. I can predict that he's gonna have a lot of people like, really, oh look, a Wish version of Andrew Tate. And that's a compliment.
Yeah, funny enough, you called out Andrew Tate and attacked him, and apparently, what's what I get from Alex. Andrew Tate really didn't like that, so we'll see if anything. I hope something comes out of that. It'd be funny.
He's treading dangerous waters if he's trying to go after that guy. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
Andrew Tate got connections.
yeah,
He's still a
that's true.
grifter, but he got connections.
But he's a better grifter
Yeah,
overall.
pretty much. He's a better grifter. And you're in Brazil. Just you better tread carefully. You better tread carefully, bro. But yeah, I pretty much talked about everything that I wanted to talk about today. I think I got through most things. Chat, give me any last minute questions you want me to talk about. Yeah, give me. Well, what do you want me to talk about?
XMR. What's that?
Well, what is XM? Is that some type of drug?
Uh-oh. Are you trying to red pill me on X? Oh, it's Monero. He's talking about Monero, the
What is that?
cryptocurrency.
Oh,
It's one of the most it's probably one of the better cryptocurrency out there as far as like being anonymous. Like, do skeleton lives matter?
goddamn
No.
right it matters. Goddamn right. It's the most important life that matters, pretty much. I sound like a supremacist right there. Yeah, that.
It's
Let me
the only
backtrack a
life
bit.
that matters. Yeah,
Let me backtrack a bit.
Fuck everyone else.
Let me backtrack a bit. My
No, speak your piece. Speak your piece, my brother.
I feel like my life as a skeleton is the most important out there. Okay. I'm not saying in general. I'm saying me personally. Damn, I got caught red-handed.
All right. Well, Jade's asking you something. You should
Hold on.
probably respond to that.
Where's it going? Jed, Yeetus, did you stop associating with them because of the FBI PayPal thing that happened to Chronic? Stop associating with who?
PayPal.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It was fishy enough of what happened to Chronic a couple months ago. But now the most recent bullshit that they try to do the misinformation fine, that they can charge you $2,500 if they don't like what you said. It's not the fact that you're saying anything dangerous or anything, but if they, as a company, deem that you are spreading misinformation, they can charge you $2,500. Just take that money out of your account.
Yeah. Unless he means like the war band. I don't know.
Well, if you're talking about the war band, I still associate with Chronic and Ribby them. I'm just saying, as a whole, with my channel, my plan personally is to go independently. You still see me on the Chronic and Ribby's channel and all that stuff, Manic's channel, Gray's channel. But me, content creator, I got a different direction. And there's all love and respect. There's no issues between us, none. That's how it should be, right? We ain't a bunch of bitches. We don't argue like a bunch of little girls, like playing with fire in JAL.
Well, based on what I've seen, the stories that came out about JAL, like Alex is looking pretty good right now. He's still a grifter, but he's looking like the more refined grifter, I'd say.
Yeah, he I don't know why he's not a lawyer yet. He should definitely become a lawyer.
Yeah. We'll see.
Oh, it's about to go down. But All right, I guess that's it for the questions, Revan. But Sir Yeetus, it was a mistake. Yeah, it was a mistake when
Yeah,
PayPal got
sure.
caught. When they got caught, it was a mistake. But yeah, we've been on for almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. Do you have anything else to say to the chat, Rishi?
Not really.
Okay. Gentlemen, this was a very good conversation. This went a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but regardless, phenomenal stream. And definitely expect more content tomorrow. What I'm going to stream about, I don't know. It depends if I get a special guest or not. That's the big factor. But there will be new videos tomorrow. It's your boy, Sir Yeetus. Thank you, everybody that donated today. I appreciate it. And hopefully you enjoy the gems that were dropped on you tonight. And we are out. Peace.
Drex, go get a job.
Bro, what the fuck? What was that?
Drex, go get a job.